always thought that reflecting was stupid when I was a child. I remember in school, especially like in art classes, they would make us reflect about whatever last assignment we did, and I always thought this was dumb because I was a kid, teenager, not very interested in writing or school, so always thought reflecting was of not much use, if I'm being honest. And I thought this, like, until life threw a few curveballs at me that I simply couldn't deal with. And I couldn't deal with them because the notion of me, myself, was completely wrong. And it was wrong because of the fact that I thought reflecting just wasn't of much use. So, think about it. If you don't reflect throughout your teenage years, adult life, even, not when you're a child, because when you're a child it's gonna be tough, but in those years, you're never really gonna get better. Plus, your inner dialogue isn't gonna be as honest as you want it to be. Because let's be honest, a lack of reflection at the end of the day is a lack of honesty towards oneself. Like, you have to be able to look at yourself in the mirror and be as honest as you can. So, that's why I've changed my outlook completely on reflecting. I've had these troubles, especially in the past few years, where I couldn't deal with certain situations. Because when the situation would arise and I would have to deal with it, if I dealt with it in the right way, I wouldn't reflect on what I did. So when a similar situation would arise in the future, maybe I dealt with it in the wrong way when I already, did it well in the first instance. But after that, I didn't think about it, I didn't meditate upon it, I didn't reflect upon it. So I didn't really learn on what I did good. And in the same way, when I dealt with a situation not in the best way possible, my lack of reflection made it so that I would just repeat the same mistakes or just not learn on what I did wrong. Certain steps I do for reflecting is definitely praying. Praying helps me a lot. Well, helps and heals to just talk about how you're feeling about a certain situation or a certain thing that may be tormenting you or certain goals that you want to achieve. Even if he's not there, you're at least cementing it, In my case, he's definitely there. But even if he's not there, meditating on, if you think he's not there, meditating on your goals, what's tormenting you, things that are maybe giving you a bit of anxiety at the moment, is always a positive thing because you're just putting it out there and you will have a better notion of how to deal with it. If it's not straight meditating, which can be hard, like I'm not perfect at it. I definitely don't do it as much as I probably should. But if it's something that's very tough for you or that you just can't start doing it for whatever reason, taking a time out of your day, just try to get bored. No joke, just go for a walk, just sit down. When's the last time you actually chilled? You didn't look at your phone or anything, you just thought. If you're always on airplane mode, as I call it, autopilot, things can get dicey. All I'm saying is that, like most of us, I think we want good things in our life, great things in our life, peace, a home, some sort of professional success, some of us are family, some of us travel the world by ourselves, and we all have, certain goals that we actually want to achieve. And I think that sometimes this bigger picture can fog our vision just because we don't reflect on what we already have accomplished, on what we already have, or on what we have to do to get to these goals. So to get to those great things, I definitely feel like reflecting has to be, in your arsenal, just ready to cock out and use. Paul. That was my little message for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully it helped you. If it did, definitely leave your thoughts or any experience that you have had in the past few weeks, years, months. Here to listen to whatever you guys have to say, honestly, and get a little conversation starting in the comments. Do all the good stuff, if you enjoyed the video, and see you next time.